Welcome to week 18, 10 questions and guest lines. Jake Riepma is out. Dunkin Dad was supposed to be out, but he is stuck overseas in Ireland. And we have Vlad in, which was original name is myself, Vlad, and Karlos with a K. Dunkin Dad is in, Vlad is in, and Karlos with a K. Karlos with a K, welcome to Guest Lines 10 Questions, and how fitting we get to do it for the last week of the NFL season, for the regular season. How are you guys doing today?
Timeline works out perfectly considering it was my last week with Infinity Sports Network. So it's like the stars aligned. I suddenly, when you asked me, I'm like, I think I have a lot of time to do this. So I appreciate you guys having me on. Good to meet you, Vlad, Dunkin Dad. I missed you guys last time. It was just me and Trevor. My second appearance. And ready to roll, man. Well, what a week that we had.
Yes, definitely. Vlad, how you doing? And where are you at right now?
I'm in the studio. Just finished the last full show of Tobin and Leroy for the year. And, got a couple more shows for the year. And, can't wait.
There we go. Dunkin Dad, where are you stuck? Are you stuck because of canceled flights because of snow and the weather?
No, they said there was some fog issue getting out of Brussels and delayed us like an hour. We got to Ireland, and then they just basically said, look, man, just we're packing it in. You can't get through customs that fast because – you come out of the Schlegen zone or whatever it is, and you got to do all the hoops and bells and whistles. So they're like, here, have a hotel, have a meal, have a good night. See you tomorrow morning. Try again.
Damn.
Jeez. Damn. All right, let's start these 10 questions.
And that's why you don't check bags, kids.
That's rule number one.
Rule number one, carry-ons only.
Carry-ons only. There you're good to go. All right. 10 questions from week 17, holiday edition. Did you guys, number 10, did you guys like the Netflix broadcast for the Cowboys, Commanders, and Lions and Vikings games?
No.
Karlos, what do you have to say?
I'll give you a little more of a pungent answer, but I don't care. I know we're supposed to be in the sports media business and we care about these things. I personally don't care. Just put the damn game on. Did I mind the K-pop Demon Hunters? No, I think they were pretty nice on my screen to kill 15 minutes or so. Do I need more Snoop Dogg? Not really, but people don't seem to mind it, so I don't care. I don't care who calls what. The only thing that I do get annoyed with is I don't need Iron Eagle to make Stranger Things jokes. I don't need one long commercial. I know you're on Netflix. You know why? Because I'm watching it. I already subscribed to it. It's December 2025. We don't need more advertisements for Netflix. If you don't have it, you're not going to get it. Just put the damn game on. The product necessarily isn't for me. NFL already has me hooked. I don't care about the broadcast. Terrible question.
I have to ask anyway, because I looked at it as like, I don't need Noah Eagle doing not Stranger Things, Peaky Blinders references as well anyways. But even though
I
that
am
was
waiting
funny,
for that Peaky Blinders movie. That's going to be lit.
That will be lit. Dunkin Dad, did you like it at all or no?
I think Carlos put a fork in it, man. It's done. Just give me the game. Just give me the game.
Just put it back on cable. We'll be good to go. All right, number 9. Who should take blame for most of the Detroit Lions season, by the way?
I'll answer it.
Go.
Just evolution of the game. It's just what's going to happen. I mean, you know this as an Eagles fan. When you have success and teams start rating your personnel, and then when they rate your personnel, the guys that are getting
poached
start poaching from within as well. Because they want their own. They want to strengthen their roster, their personnel, so they start taking guys from the team that they once were in. So you really gotta look from within deep, and you start giving guys who might have been like the wide receivers coach, they become the offensive coordinator, or they have a bigger role in the team. So that's just success. That's basically what pretty much did in the Detroit Lions season is success. Success. Once you become successful, teams start rating your personnel, and then the personnel start rating your personnel, and you gotta look from within.
Yeah, to kind of jump on Vlad's point a little bit, I'll put a little bit of emphasis on Dan Campbell specifically. I think there's plenty of blame to go around.
Mm-hmm.
But John Morton was the guy that they elevated to be the offensive coordinator, right? So that necessarily hasn't looked too good, and to the point that Campbell had to take over play calling duties. The Detroit Lions, there's something clearly not right. I don't know if it's specifically coaching or if it's the rest of the league has caught up, but there's something not right, and they're going to have to reevaluate what that is in the offseason because they're probably not going to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated.
They
but
are eliminated. They are eliminated.
All right, good to know then. But yeah, so you look what happened with the Eagles, because you mentioned the Eagles a couple years ago. They lost Jonathan Gannon and Shane Steichen in the same offseason. The Eagles didn't skip a beat. They wound up winning another Super Bowl. So you can lose coordinators, and as long as you have the infrastructure in place to replace those people with quality candidates, then you roll like nothing happened. The Lions didn't necessarily have that. Their newfound success hasn't really given them the infrastructure in place to be able to have an environment where you can create new dynamic coaching candidates. So the guys they were elevating just weren't necessarily ready for the moment. I don't know if you go poach, former OCs like Bobby Slowick, who flamed out in Texas, in Houston, after he was looking like he was going to be a head coaching candidate. So I blame Dan Campbell a little bit, but it's just one of those odd years, because who the hell expected like the Broncos and the Patriots to be one of the best teams in the NFL? So this is a weird year. The Ravens, didn't look like the Ravens most of the year. Joe Burrow was hurt. So
Your
I
Chiefs,
kind of will give the Lions a
steak of all
mulligan, but
time.
Dan Campbell should get a little bit of blame here.
Your Chiefs steak of all time aged perfectly like a whiskey.
Oh yeah, because I saw that roster back in March. They were fugazi all year. They shouldn't have made the Super Bowl last year.
Exactly. Dunkin', Dad, who are you putting blame on this Lions season?
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it for the being able to replace the mastery that was, I guess, Johnson. I guess he had the way to wave the wizard wand, and he's got to go, because obviously he's taken what's happened in Chicago and like really blown it out of the building. I didn't think he was gonna have that much success in Chicago with that talent that was there, but obviously, like you said, not hiring or not having those quality candidates in house, like everybody kind of touched on it, but to sustain success, that much in the league, like it takes a special group of guys, group of coaches, organization, top to bottom. It really does, and that's what makes these other teams that really hold that mantle, like Kansas City did, like Philadelphia is, like Buffalo is, like San Francisco is. You're like, damn, okay, these guys know what they're doing.
I got to throw some on this on the figure out the offensive lines of since Frank Ragnow retired. Like, you did not draft a single offensive lineman. That killed the Detroit Lions, and that offensive line was not the same without him. So, coaching is one. 1A is that offensive line. I expected more from the Detroit Lions offensive line of management there. All right, number 8. Give me a coach that'll surprise you to see to get fired next Monday.
Todd Bowles
from the Jets.
Todd Bowles?
No, I wouldn't be shocked by that, guys. I wouldn't be shocked if Aaron Glenn gets the axe, because I really thought that after you won the 2 games, they won back-to-back games, I believe, against Cleveland and Atlanta. I know you're going to lose, but you might want to strengthen your draft position, but at least have the team look like they're still playing for something. Yeah. You understand? I knew the Dolphins have been bad covering them, but one thing I can say, as bad as Mike McDaniel's coaching decisions have been, the team hasn't looked like they quit, or that they've had enough. They still have played. They still have played for pride. What the Jets have done over the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season, they look like they have no pride whatsoever. But so I wouldn't be shocked by the Jets letting go Aaron Glenn. Todd Bowles, ugh. Todd Bowles, who still has a chance to win the NFC South with how bad the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have played. I think if he gets let go, it might be shocking.
Carlos, I know you got someone good.
I'd be a little surprised if Bowles are getting fired. I'm Vlad, I just met you, but I like you. We're like best friends already, because you drop some names that I'm like, I every single one that he says, I agree with. I wouldn't be shocked if Aaron Glenn gets fired. I almost expect it after the debacle against the Patriots. The Jets have no identity. The Bucs, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd be like, because Baker has played well. He's had a renaissance, but he's also had a new offensive coordinator every single year. Liam Cohen bolted to take the Jags.
Rating.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's very similar to the Detroit Lions situation, where the Bucs can't really have the infrastructure in place to get coaching candidates to replace their OCs. Byron Leftwich was supposed to be the guy. That didn't work out. But in any case, if he got fired, I'd raise an eyebrow, but I don't think I'd be surprised. There's a guy that really hasn't been talked about because his team has sucked for so long, and no one knows if his quarterback's any good. The newsflash, he's not. It's Kyler Murray. That's the Cardinals, and his coach is Jonathan Gannon. I actually would be surprised if the Cardinals will move on from Jonathan Gannon because they very clearly seem to be in flux. They're almost irrelevant. They're not the Titans irrelevant, but they're close to it because they have a guy that they've paid. But Kyler Murray, if he's not hurt, he's just a roller coaster in terms of a quarterback. He'll give you a 30-point game one week, and then he'll give you a 5-point game, which is how's that even happen? You're not responsible for a safety to get 5 points. So the Cardinals moving on from Gannon would be a surprise only because that team has no direction. They need to have some type of identity before they're going to fire head coaches. Because if they have to fire Gannon, then at that point, get rid of everyone. So that one would be a little shocking to me if Gannon would get the boot.
Duncan.
No, I guess I'll defend my Glenn point. You get rid of Sauce Gardner, you get rid of Williams. Wilson was basically invisible this year. Fields played exactly how Justin Fields would. And in the offseason, you make this big splash. Let's go get Detroit's defensive coordinator. Let's bring him in. He's going to change the whole culture. And, they go ahead and make those moves probably at his behest because any other NFL executive will look and say, why would we trade away our two best defensive players? Like the only thing we have right now that we can hang our hat on is these two guys. And we have a high draft pick. Maybe we can move some other pieces around. But if it does go that way with them, then it's just 180 complete rebuild, just like total rebuild. Then go get me a retread coach, someone who's got some chops in the league, who's been there for 10, 15 years. Maybe he's sitting on the sideline somewhere. But I don't know. It would surprise me with all that they invested up front that they would just get rid of the guy. But I think Bowles, you nailed that one. I think when he saves his job, he loses, he's gone.
Raheem Morris, get him out of Atlanta. That team's
that was. Oh no, I won't be shocked by that.
I won't be shocked at all, man.
I don't think they wanted to hire him in the first place.
They
wanted Bill Belichick, but Rich McKay said no.
I'm gonna say this: blow the whole Atlanta Falcons organization up. Arthur Blank, get all the tools from Home Depot. Just do it yourself. That's what I would do. All right.
I think Raheem Morris might be working at a Home Depot in Atlanta.
Concession price is good though. That's all right.
He certainly couldn't nail down his quarterback situation.
No,
he can't do anything there. Like you can't figure out a quarterback or anything. So
cannot play with him.
You can't play with him or win with him anyways. Doesn't matter.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. All right, number 7. Speaking of the Bucks, Bucks have been 2-7 since week 8. Who's to blame on the Bucks' late season collapse? Can I say it's the Baker Mayfield shoulder injury?
Injuries. I'm going to say injuries.
They've been hurt all year. I was waiting for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin from fantasy purposes all year, and they single-handedly destroyed my fantasy playoffs.
Evans. Let me tell you, Mike Evans and the injuries is the reason why I'm not in I didn't win my fantasy football finals. All right, but no, it's injuries. From the offensive line to the wide receivers, running back, Bucky Irving was hurt. Defense has been hurt. I really thought that they would been a team that might have given the
Eagles
teams in the NFC playoffs a run for their money.
Was a 12-win roster.
I really did, and the way they started out, I really did, because they played in such a weak division. I thought they were going to just run away with it and maybe battle for home field advantage in the NFC. And I really just think that the injuries really got to them. And this is how bad that the NFC South is and how good they were early in the year. They were 6-2. I think they've only won one game since then. And one or two games.
2 games. Now, Saints and Cardinals. They've won 2-7.
And they've played so bad, they lost so many games. They still have a chance to win the division. That's so
We live in a world where the Panthers can win that division.
That's how we live in a world where a couple of weeks ago I was saying the Panthers was one of the hottest teams in the league, and they were, and they've lost games since then, and they still have a chance to still host a playoff game if they beat the Panthers. I mean, if they beat the Buccaneers on the road. But I do believe that the Buccaneers, I do believe the Buccaneers' downfall has been because of injuries.
Yep. Say no more. And also that's been, Jake's been running you over with that take, by the way, for the past couple of weeks anyway.
Oh,
so.
I know, and as he should, but a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't that bad.
It was not a bad one. All right, Carlos, this is just for you and you only.
Okay.
Thoughts on Tank Bowl between Giants and Raiders, and do we see Max Crosby getting traded during the offseason?
Oh, I'm going to answer the latter question first. I hope
Go.
so. I hope Max Crosby finally wise up. He's like, hey, listen, these guys don't even want to win anymore.
Save me, please.
back.
Save me.
Get me the hell out of here. He should absolutely demand a trade, especially since what they did to him yesterday. They're like, we're going to go ahead and sit you down to injuries.
Yeah.
As far as the Tank Bowl, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with what the Raiders did. I only wish the Giants had the foresight in order to do that. I'm one of those losers that's rooting for your team to lose because I look at the long-term vision. But I knew the Giants were going to win big because I've seen this movie before, time and time again. Every time they get the first overall pick, they beat the Colts, who needed a playoff spot. They beat the Raiders, who tanked everybody. They beat the Commanders. They lost Chase Young a couple of years ago. they beat the Commanders again. They lost Jaden Daniels. I've seen this movie before. It never ends well, but you know what? Just lose against the Cowboys and you get the number 2 overall spot, and I won't be too upset. But no, I got zero problem with what the Raiders did. This says more about the NFL's draft structure. They reward losing until they change it into a lottery format. You're going to see teams drive to the bottom once they're out of it. So kudos to the Raiders. More people should be applauding what they did.
There we go. I will say this: that was on locally. I did not get a single mention on my television. I'll say that for sure. And did you see that Jackson Dart was trying to slide in Rochelle Ryan's DMs, by the way?
Jackson Dart is a dog on and off the field. He can slide in whoever's DM.
Hey. There we go.
As long as he's sliding.
At first,
finally he's learning how to slide.
Finally. Jesus. At least he's learning to slide, unlike Michael Vick. He did not know what the word slide was anyway. So. All right, number 5. Thoughts on the Bills going for 2 at the end of the Eagles-Bills game. Should you have taken the points to force overtime or do what the Bills did? Anyone have a problem with this?
No, I think McDermott made the right call.
I disagree with both of you guys. 9 out of 10 times I would agree. It all goes into the momentum of the game, right? So say like you got a bad defense, right? And you're a scoring team and you guys are trading possessions, left and right, fourth quarter, lead changes. I'm okay going for 2 9 out of 10 times because you know what? Your defense can't stop anybody. This was a low-scoring game. The Bills looked putrid for 3.5 quarters. They turned it on in the fourth, right?
Yep.
They're not exactly blowing the doors offensively off of anybody. And the Eagles have stalled out. They can't move the ball for shit. They were 3-0 before that in that prior possession. I actually do blame McDermott here. You got to go for the tie in this case. Let your defense continue the momentum because it was clearly swinging in Buffalo's favor. Philadelphia was losing that game.
They played to lose the second half.
Face on the sideline when they're going to go when they score, he's like, "Oh crap, they're going to tie. We're going to lose in overtime." That's the one situation where you go for the tie. Everything else, you go for a 2-point conversion. Buffalo blew it. They handed this game to Philadelphia.
Take the points, dickhead. We've always said on this show.
I would usually agree with going for you go to overtime at home because of the momentum and all of that, but. Your field goal kick, your kicker missed the extra point.
That's fair.
Right? That if they would not have to gone for 2 because the kicker missed, and you don't want to go through that again. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, that was the right call. The play was executed to perfection, but the problem was your MVP couldn't make the throw. A throw that he does 99 out of 100 times, he completes that throw. But not only it was the right call, if executed, we're talking about, how ballsy Sean McDermott and the Bills were for going for the win. Everything would have worked if Josh Allen makes that play. The route was unbelievable that Shakur ran, or Raymond ran, whoever the receiver was. He ran the hell out of that route. That is the right call. That falls on Josh Allen for not making the pass.
Thank you. All right. Tool bag question. Vlad, your favorite type of question. Carlos, you'll like this anyways. Steelers Ravens is Sunday Night Football for AFC North Division. Who's your all-time tool bag for Steelers and Ravens?
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Either one.
And by tool bag, you mean like who's the person that you have to have in this game all time?
Who do you hate, honestly? It's like, who do you hate for either team?
Hines Ward.
Good one.
Hines Ward was such a jackass. I mean, great player.
Oh,
but
come on, man.
There was not a
It's
corner
Antonio
in safety that didn't
Brown,
want to take
guys.
his head
Antonio
off.
Brown, man. It's Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown.
Can I say Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah,
That's
not
not
bad.
bad. That's not
Notice
bad.
that they're all Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell. I'll throw in Ben Roethlisberger too.
I don't hate the Ravens. I really don't have a Raven that I'd hate.
I don't either, honestly.
Like, who do you
I
hate?
mean, yeah,
Sugar
the
Ray?
Ravens are so likable. Ray Lewis could kill someone and get away with it. So
I
like,
mean,
it's
you
incredible.
know.
allegedly.
Look, allegedly. Look at
reportedly.
that. And then 1 year later, you're the Super
Reportedly.
But you
know what? I
T-
changed my answer to the Ravens. They killed the Giants in that Super Bowl in 2044 to 10.
I'm going to keep it to the Antonio Brown because he made that catch on the fourth down against the Jets in the AFC Championship game. If he doesn't make the catch, Sanchez might be looked a little bit differently if he won the Super Bowl against the Packers that year. Instead of,
Aaron
not
Rodgers.
going to jail for trying to stab a guy in Indianapolis this year.
I'm with you, Trev, man. It's for me, it's Le'Veon Bell, man. He did the proverbial, like, fought the law and the law won with the NFL. Like, I'm going to hold out, give me my money. And he basically just tanked his entire career. It's horrible.
I actually like T Sizzle on the Ravens. Terrell Suggs. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He seems perfect for me. Anyways, greatest Arizona State football player of all time, next to Pat Tillman and Jake Plummer. All right, number 3. Who's your coach of the year for 2025?
It's certainly not Matt LaFleur because he coaches scared.
Yes.
I'm gonna give Kyle Shanahan love, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a game last night. That Sunday Night Football.
That was a hell of a game.
Now, you know what? I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit. It's Mike Vrabel. I mean, the turnaround that the Patriots had. Drake May's night and day an MVP candidate. I understand that he still has Josh McDaniels there as an offensive coordinator, but the Patriots were completely irrelevant. I think they missed the play 4 or 5 years. So, no, give me Mike Vrabel. I hate it because he should still be the Titans head coach because Tennessee is just inept. They never should have fired him in the first place. Give me Vrabel with the turnaround that he's done, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of love, even though I think that this guy is a complete pain in my ass and a wart on it as well. Sean Payton is such an annoying douche, but what he's been able to do with Bo Nix and the Broncos the last 2 years is pretty commendable. So I think it's Vrabel 1, Payton 2.
I will go Vrabel 1, Ben McDonald 2 for the Seahawks.
Mike McDonald.
I'm thinking the shortstop. I'm thinking the shortstop.
A picture of Ben McDonald from the Orioles back in the late '90s, early odd years. Big Ben McDonald, what's up?
Jesus.
I think I'm with McDonald, man. I think him and Vrabel, it'll probably go to Vrabel, but Seattle locks it up with a win this weekend, and come on, man, number 1 seed,
Seattle's
going
the best
to the
defense
12th
that
man.
no one's talking about.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And Sam Darnold is just like doing his thing. We're waiting for that Sam Darnold, shoe to drop again, and so far so good.
He looked like it was going to drop 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
He was flirting with it a little bit, but just keep feeding Jackson Smith and Jigba.
JSN. That dude's insane. All right, number 2. Give me your power rankings after week 17. I'll give you mine. Rams, Patriots, Seahawks, 49ers, and Broncos.
Oh, God, I have no idea. It's such a parody league.
I know. Welcome to the NFL 2025.
Seriously, where I, what's funny? I should be used to this because I've been doing power rankings, pretty much all season with Bart Winkler show. Rest in peace. In no particular order whatsoever. Give me Broncos, Seahawks, Patriots. I'll throw the Niners and the Rams in there. Niners have actually earned my respect the last couple
I'm gonna give you mine. Jaguars.
Ooh,
I don't hate it.
I don't mind it.
Jaguars, Seahawks, Patriots, Eagles.
No.
I mean,
Birds.
who's won? They've won 4 in a row, right?
Oh, they got one of the games given to them. That offense is broken.
It might be broken, but they're winning, and they're winning, and they're on a winning streak going into the playoffs.
If,
And
if,
the
the Eagles,
and the
if the
Niners.
Eagles wind up getting scraped by the Panthers in the first round, Sirianni's getting fired.
Hey, it's Jaguars, Niners, Seahawks. Jaguars, Niners, Seahawks,
Eagles. you said.
Patriots, and Patriots. Yeah, and Eagles, man. Those are the
All right.
5.
All right. Number 1. Who's your NFL MVP? Am I crazy to say Drake May?
Stafford.
I
It's
don't
Stafford, man.
Brock Purdy.
Dude, I'm not gonna hold you.
What an absolute performance by
If
him.
he has another 5 touchdown performance, it might
And
be
beat
Brock
Seattle?
Purdy.
Absolutely.
It might not be the craziest thing in the world. But for consistency's sake, the fact that he's been doing it all year and where he's led his team,
Stafford.
I'm going to go with Drake May.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna go with Stafford if he has another great performance against the
Yeah, it's like
the
1A,
Falcons.
1B.
Cardinals.
Honestly, you could slide either one of those guys there, and I won't be mad.
Hey,
But I really am not gonna. I'm saying that if Brock Purdy has another 5 touchdown performance,
It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
not crazy. And they're 8-0 since he's been since he's
come back,
returned from injury.
yeah.
Yeah. And they
Where-
might get
where
the
were all
number
those
1.
Mac
They
Jones
might get
scooters
the
from
number
earlier in
1.
the
They might be the number 1 seed in the NFC and have home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs. And low key, they might, if they win, they will never have to leave their own stadium because the Super Bowl is being played in San Francisco this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
No jet. Save money on jet fuel over there, San Francisco 49ers.
My new management at Westwood One, if you're listening, send me. All right, I deserve to be at the Super Bowl after the year that I've been put through.
Only in Miami.
We agree. We agree. All right. That's the 10 questions. Who's back of the week, by the way? Carlo. I'm going to have you, Carlos. You're going to start. Who's back of the week, by the way?
Who's back of the week?
Yes. Who's back of the week?
I don't know how to answer this. I'll just take the low-hanging fruit because I literally just talked about it. The Niners are back this week. Brock Purdy's back this week. And the reason why I'm beating the drum for Brock Purdy so much is when he got hurt, I kid you not, I said this in jest. There were a lot of people saying that Mac Jones it could be a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. They're like, it's not the quarterback, it's the system.
Yep.
Well, Jones played okay. All right, he was always a system quarterback, even back in Alabama. The system didn't work out in New England because they didn't have a system in place for him. But Mac Jones is a serviceable guy. Brock Purdy does elevate that team to another level, and he was the last pick in the draft. He came out of nowhere. Brock Purdy's the only reason that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch still have jobs because they traded up to get Trey Lance, and that blew up spectacularly in their face. So I'll say the Niners overall, the Niners fan is back. Because they get to go after the year that they had last year, where they were decimated by injuries. They look like a mass unit, and to find them completely missing the playoffs, which was a take I accurately had last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird. I put a death nail on a team, but I can't keep a job. I'm gonna say the Niners are back. Brock Purdy is back.
Vlad, who you got?
Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, good ball. 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. Everybody's was questioning why he wasn't playing in a Week 16 loss. Who they lose to? They after the fumble.
They lost to the Patriots week 16.
Right, Sunday night they lost to the Patriots. Where was he? There were a lot of questions. Why did John Harbaugh not play Derrick Henry and in the game against the Patriots? And then looked at the performance in a game where they were using a backup quarterback. Well, both teams were using backup quarterbacks, but he came through and showed why he is King Henry. And now they have a chance to sneak in the playoffs and win the AFC North and host a playoff game. So, yeah, Derrick Henry is he's back.
Great answer.
Duncan, who you got?
Street fighting on the sideline, Raiders and Giants style. Let's go. Street ball, man.
Street fights. It's like that. Bears.
Can I give you a bonus who's back?
Yes, we'll take it.
A bonus who's back because are all the Lamar Jackson haters. because there are reports coming out in Baltimore right now that Lamar needs to grow up. There are people being sick of his antics. And if you are a Lamar Jackson hater, that you've been saying that this guy should be a receiver coming out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson's really not all that good. Okay, yeah, he won 2 MVPs, but Josh Allen should have won one of those MVPs. If you're a Lamar Jackson hater, this is your week, baby. Get in those hate quotes right now.
It.
Bring out the parade. Also, I will not use this since you took Lamar Jackson. I'll say Lamar Jackson back to Miami rumors. Bring those out. But I will say the Bears figure out an offense for the first time in a real long decade, not named Jim McMahon anyways. So after that shootout between the Niners, actually, how about that? They figured out the forward pass. It's not named. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not running a triple option anymore like West Point.
Yes, you told my joke. Or they know how to give the ball other to Gale Sayers at least. That's why. All right, let's do guess the lines week 17. I really didn't feel like organizing the Yankees games below and everything. I just put all the meaningless games at the 1 o'clock. They're the 1 o'clock and doubleheader. All right, Saturday doubleheader. Bucks Panthers. I said Bucks are a 1-point favorite here.
Give me Tampa 2.5.
Ooh. Who you got?
I think take Carolina by 1.5.
Give me Bucks -3.
Bucks 2.5 is your line. Over under 44.5. By the way, there we go. Carlos right out the gate. Late game, 5 o'clock West Coast, 8 o'clock Eastern. Seahawks 49ers. I said Seahawks were a 3-point favorite. 49ers are a 3-point favorite here in Santa Clara.
Niners 2 at home.
This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick with 2.5. I'm gonna go Seattle 2.5.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Niners 2.5 over total 46.
2.5 is your line. There we go. Dunkin and Vlad. How about that? So 2.5 1.5 for the Seahawks, by the way. I apologize. 1.5 for the Seahawks. 49.5 is your total, by the way.
Wow.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
DraftKings is not liking me using my phone outside of the markets. All right, early window. These games have no meaning at all. Anyways, we'll start with the fun rivalry. Packers Vikings 1 o'clock. I said Packers by 7.
I don't know. Give me the Vikings 3. I think the Packers are just going to rest their guys.
Packers 3.5.
I'm gonna go. Oh, you already. I'm gonna go Vikings favorite.
Okay.
2.5.
Vikings are a 6.5-point favorite in Minnesota.
Wow.
Over under 37.5, by the way. Woof.
I love that under.
Yeah.
Or not. I think I'm gonna hammer that one.
Malik Willis versus Tommy Broham or David Broham. I don't know. Someone get Jeff George out of the retirement, but it can be the quarterback for the Vikings at least. All right, Browns Bengals 1 o'clock. 3.5 Bengals. Even though Garrett's trying to go for the sack here.
Bengals 5.
I don't hate it. I think Bengals 5.5.
I think Bengals 6-7.5.
Yeah, could be big.
Survey says 7, by the way. So Vlad was the closest, by the way.
Yeah.
Good call. All right, Colts Texans in Houston. I said Texans by 7. Man, the Colts have fallen off.
Yeah, give me the Texans by 1 million. Yeah, I'll give you an actual number though. 7.5 Houston.
Who's playing? Is Phillip Rivers playing? Because if Phillip Rivers plays, I might give the Texans 8. If Phillip Rivers is not playing, I might say Texans 10. So I'll say Texans 9. I'm gonna say Texans favored by 9.
Dunkin' Dad, what do you got?
I'm going to go Texans by a touchdown, and they need the W and some help from Jacksonville losing.
Texans by 10 right now. 10-point favorite.
Wow.
Yeah.
40.5 is your over-under. Cowboys Giants. I'm gonna request a local blackout if it's down here in Florida. Because I really don't want to.
As long as the Giants lose, I don't care. I would prefer not even to be close. Give me Dallas by 12.5. I don't want it to be close.
I said 9.5, by the way.
Yeah, I think 10. I mean, like 10.5. I think it's probably going to be the biggest line of the week.
Vlad?
Oh man. I'm gonna go
in the Meadowlands too.
in the Meadowlands.
In that giant air conditioner of a stadium.
It's true.
Disgusting.
right?
Looks like a cinder block.
I'm gonna go Giants. Might be. I might. You know what? Is Dak playing? Who's gonna play? Who's starting?
We have no
I would
idea.
assume they roll all their guys out.
That's
Yeah,
them
that's
try
what
and
I
get
do.
make the culture right. So,
Get those
Sean would
bonuses.
say. They need bonuses at least.
I'll
Bonuses.
go
Like a
6.
pay.
I'll go 6.
Cowboys are a 5.5 point favorite, by the way.
That's it.
God,
Yes.
there you go.
Giants are
I'll
gonna mess
go
around. They're
6.
gonna win this game.
Oh, freaking A Giants.
Fucking A, Giants. All right, Titans, Jaguars. I did Jaguars by 6.5. Titans stink, by the way.
Titans, Jaguars. No, I'm gonna go. I might go because the Jaguars are on a winning streak right now.
Yeah.
But the
Yes.
Titans have been playing well, dude. As funny as it might be, as it sounds, I think the Jags are going to be a double-digit favorite, and I might jump on the Titans. I'm gonna go Jaguars 10.5.
I don't like. I don't hate that line at all. I think the Titans have played a little better the last couple of weeks, so I'll give them a tad bit of respect. Jacksonville 9.5.
Take Jacksonville 7.5. A Broncos loss, a Pats loss. Number 1 seed in Duval.
How about that?
How
By the
about
way,
that?
shout out to Cam Ward and Tyler Shuck having an all-time ACC playoff rematch game from last year between Miami and Louisville in the bounce house. Jaguars are a 12.5 point favorite, by the way.
Here it is.
There you
Yeah.
go. Saints, Falcons in the ATL. I said Saints by 1. I like Tyler Shuck. I think he's your offensive rookie of the year.
No push.
Wait, is
I
it?
a line on this game. Screw it.
Wait,
Pick 'em.
is it? Wait, do the Falcons have any chance of winning the AFC, the South?
No.
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 You know, right?
No, even
No,
even if Tampa, Carolina, and Atlanta all
Tie?
finished 8 and 9, Carolina has the conference and the matchup
Okay.
wins.
Okay. Yeah,
No
yeah. I don't give a damn. Like it might be a pick 'em.
This game might be more of a snooze than Giants Cowboys, which is crazy.
That might. He's not lying.
You're not
I'll
lying.
say, I'm not gonna. I'll say. Where is it at the which home? Which zone?
Atlanta, ATL.
Atlanta 3.
You were
Atlanta
close.
favored by
Vlad, you were closest, by the way. It's 2.5 for
Yeah.
Falcons.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Jesus. All right, we're in a doubleheader window. This game has no meaning. Dolphins, Patriots. I said Patriots 6.5.
It
It's
all
in
depends
Foxborough or
if they even
Miami?
have.
Foxborough, Orange Bowl this week.
I'm gonna say Patriots rest their guys. New England 5.5.
Patriots rest their guys, then they're going to be double digits. 14.
Dunkin' Dad.
Pete's. Give me the Patriots. The Patriots, baby. The Patriots by 5.
11.5 for the Patriots, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
this is a double
No way.
digit. Like, no
Miami.
matter what.
I'll take Miami in the points, man. That's insane.
Give me Quinn Ewers at least. I'll be entertaining. Chiefs Raiders. This Chiefs Raiders.
This is This may be the nastiest game.
This is a degenerate special 5-star at least.
I really pray on everything that is holy and unholy that the Raiders somehow pulled off this upset, man.
The
Because
Chiefs
of the
are
Ra-
going to be
You know what would be
favored.
absolutely crazy if the Raiders just hand the Giants the number 1 pick right back to them a week later. That would be all-time hilarity. It's not going to happen. I think Kansas City's still better because that's
want
how bad the Raiders are. Give me Kansas City 1.5.
I said Chiefs by 1, 1.5 by you. What do you guys
No,
think?
I'm going to say Chiefs are favored by 4.5.
Yeah, I go
Dunkin'
Chiefs.
Dad.
I go Chiefs 5, but I want the Raiders to win.
Oh, God. I'm praying on it.
By the way, shout out to our guy, Vlad, your guy, JT the Brick being in the Raiders Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Yes. So
Congratulations.
shout out to
my
JT the
guy.
Brick, by the way. Shout out to
Congratulations to JT.
Chiefs 5.5 point favorite, by the way.
There you go.
Nice.
Over under 38.5. This will be a nasty game. It's nasty work. All right, Cardinals Rams. This no
Oh, that's a
this
double
means,
digit. Come on, man. That's
I said 14.5.
Rams by 1,000.
yeah, that's a double digit. That's
The,
Rams
Rams-
favored by
Rams 7.5.
Rams favored by
Rams.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Dad.
9.
9.5.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Jets Bills final game in Ralph Wilson Stadium. Hopefully not the final game for Aaron Glenn. Would hate to see that happen. Red helmets for the Bills like they wore back in the day. Give me the Bills by 7, and Jim Kelly's going to come out there and
Come
say
on,
something
bro. This is gonna be a dope. They're gonna get destroyed. The Jets are gonna get annihilated. This is a 20. This might be the first 19. It might be 19 and a half.
No, this
No.
might be like Alabama and like so,
I
and
swear
Coastal
to you,
Carolina.
this might be 19 and a half.
Georgia Southern versus Alabama lining
The
up.
Bills will
Some
be
swag
favored
school.
by 19 and a half.
19.5. Carlos, what do you got?
I'm gonna 19 and a half is insane.
It's
I'm
funny.
gonna go Buffalo 12 and a half.
Dunkin' Dad, what do you got?
Give me Buffalo 11.
I said 7. It is survey says this may be hilarious. 7.5, by the way, for the Bills.
Out of here. Wait a minute. We're talking about Jets Buffalo in Ralph Wilson Stadium for the final time
Yeah.
with
7.5.
nothing to play for.
No way.
No way.
I have nothing to play
buying
for,
that
right?
number up crazy.
And you're telling me 7?
Yeah, 7.5. 7.5.
Because hold on, because I'm thinking right now.
Is it Josh Allen's foot?
All right, okay. Let's think about this, guys. The 1 seed is between Denver and New England.
Mm-hmm. And Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville.
Right? The
Right.
2 seeds between Denver, New England, and Jacksonville. Right? The
Yep.
3 will be. Who will the 3 be?
Well, Buffalo would be in the wild card regardless.
Buffalo's a wild card
They
team.
would-
though.
they
Wild
would be-
card's
they're-
in the
they're in for the
right.
top- They would be in for the top wild card because
Right. And so
the
basically,
Patriots take the division.
right. So Buffalo is definitely going to be. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough.
Can Buffalo get knocked down to the second wild card spot with a loss?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think so.
I don't think they can.
So, damn, you know what? Maybe Vegas is onto something. Because maybe Buffalo's
but-
why
yeah,
do
maybe,
we
yeah,
need to play anybody?
Because they lost, because them losing to
Damn, boy, I'm pulling up.
They're
Them
losing
losing
to
to-
Philly was huge.
yeah.
That was a big blow. That was also. Plus, what's your favorite Jets Bills memory, anyways? When you think of it, Vlad, you're a Jet fan.
Oh, I love when
Oh no, Bills got to play. They're basically tied in for a 3 spot with the Texans and the Chargers. All of them are at 11.
right, but they lost to
Right.
they lost to the Texans. That's the thing, and they lost to the Chargers. That's why their loss was bad. They had lost to the Texans, on a Thursday night game.
So if all
and
3 of those
I
guys
believe-
win, Bills are locked into the 7th spot anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bills don't play anybody. I should have went smaller.
Plus, here's the other thing: Bills haven't won in Houston since 2006, anyways. That's a
and
long
they
streak,
lost to them already, and they already
Yeah.
lost to them.
which is crazy. All right, Chargers Broncos. This meeting for seeding, I like to say. 425. I said Broncos by 3.
No, I'm gonna say Broncos by 8.
I think it's a little tighter than people think. I almost want to say it's a toss. I'll go with Denver 1.5. I think the Chargers are actually pretty solid this year.
I'm gonna go Denver. Hate 4s. Give me 3.5.
Chargers gonna be trying to go for a record, or Denver's gonna be trying to go for a record, the sack record.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's why I said Broncos.
All right, 7.5 is your line for the Broncos, by the
There
way.
you go.
No way.
All right.
Yes,
There you
way.
go.
That's
All right.
big.
Lions Bears. This is meeting for the seeding for the 2 seed since they're locked in since they lost to Houston, not to San Francisco yesterday. Lions.
It all depends if who's playing for what. If there's anybody on the Lions that are playing for any type of record, because
Incentives,
yeah, they don't have your incentives because they really have nothing to play for.
Yeah, I think
They
Dan
really-
Campbell's gonna have these guys play for pride. He's going to go out like a punk.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have the team running with their Starbucks orders.
Hey, every 4th down, they're going for it. 4th and 15, throw it.
What was it, Applebee's
yeah.
or what was it, Applebee's?
Go for
or
two.
whatever?
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Have the thing in front of his menu, his mouth, his play calling. I said Bears 6.5
Your
here,
hands.
by the way.
Bears
5.
at home. I would say Bears 8. Yeah, Bears 8.5.
Carlos,
If I had to put money on this, hard-earned money, I'd actually put Detroit to cover whatever the number is because I think they're going to be annoying. But for the sake of this game, I'll say Chicago 3.5.
Duncan, what did you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5. But I really feel as if Detroit, they're gonna show up just for that reason. Like they got punked by, Chicago win the division this year. They took their coach. The last thing you do is kind of just rub it in his face one more time and would knock him out of the 2 spot, provided Philly, holds all their end of the bargain. So
Yeah.
Let's
fingers
hope so.
crossed.
All right, Bears are a 2.5 point favorite in Chicago at Soldier Field, by the way.
Ooh. All right.
50.5 is your over/under. All right, Redskins, Eagles. Meaning for the Eagles for the 2 seed if Chicago needs to lose. I don't know what the Eagles are going to do with their starters or anything. I'm going to say
All in the
Eagles
same
by-
window, right?
I don't want no starter. I want nobody to play.
No. I said that the games are all in the same window.
Same window. Everyone's in the same window. 425. I'm going to say Eagles 6.5 point favorite because that Washington team stinks. And
They're awful. Yeah.
Yeah, they're horrible.
I'm with you, actually. I like the number. I'm going to go 6.5 as well.
All right.
Eagles by a full touchdown.
I'm going Eagles 8.
I think Vlad may get this. It is 8.5
Woohoo!
for the Eagles. How about
Congrats.
that? All right. Sunday night
That's a lot of
football.
prices right there.
We are. Hey.
Merchandising.
We're doing pretty well over here. Ravens, Steelers, Sunday night football, the last game of the year on NBC. I said Steelers by 1. That's what I'm going to guess.
Give me Ravens 2.5.
Yeah, the Ravens right now, if Henry's running the way he is, and Ravens by a field goal.
Ravens are favorite. I think Ravens are favorite. And I think they're
all
gonna
right.
be favorite by 3.
3.5
Yeah.
is the Ravens by favorite.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is what's going on. That is your guest lines. Carlos, did you have fun?
Yeah, this is great. I had to do very little prep except watch football. You can do this every
Yes.
week.
Yes, we do. We do this every week. We do this for the regular season. We'll do it for the playoffs. So
And right before 3 o'clock.
and right before 3:00, we time this way better than any national TV show, anyways. And less hot takes.
Let's do it.
Carlos, what's going on with you these days? I gotta ask. When's your new show starting? By the way.
So Westwood One Sports, the new network, has launched today as of midnight Eastern. So I think Bruce Weber was the very first voice that they heard.
Yes.
If you don't know who Bruce Weber is, basically the guy that fills in for Jim Rome. I'm surprised Jim didn't want to get up at midnight and just launch it himself.
All right.
But I personally will be, along with Stu Kovacs, will be the weekend producers, EPs. So I specifically will be working with Linnell Willingham, who's out of DC, and Josh Graham out of North Carolina. We'll try to have some fun on the weekend. Saturday and Sundays, I'll be doing both their shows, 1 to 4 Eastern for Linnell, 4 to 7 Eastern for Josh Graham. And then, fill in as necessary when one of these regular guys decide to get sick or maybe an unfortunate accident beholds their kneecap. If I just, don't pay attention to the wrench in my hand. But that'll start for me on Saturday. Looking forward and excited with these new opportunities. So I thank the guys at Westwood for bringing me on for that.
We are very happy for you. I enjoyed you guys driving home after doing any Florida Panther game, Miami Hurricane basketball game or anything. So I'm glad you're back on the network. Vlad, what are you up to?
Like I said, man, I'm definitely covering the winter classes this week, and that is pretty much it, man.
That is it, my man. All right, guys, enjoy your new year. Stay safe.
Be good.
Enjoy the college football. Go Canes. I gotta say, Vlad, go Canes.
Yeah, man, go Canes.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, guys.
All right, man. Happy New Year. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one,
peace.
y'all. Have a safe New Year's.